Good evening, namaskar, salam alaikum, and good morning or good afternoon, from whichever part of the world you are attending today. Welcome to the exclusive seventh global webinar on BCSP certifications presented by me, Ashok Garlapati, and with the support of my fellow ambassador, Mr. Bala Siva Srikanth from Kuwait, as well as from Mr. Younus. He is going to share his experience from his personal experience as he recently passed out or got the CSP, is currently in India. So I'm Ashok Garlapati, BCSP Ambassador, and also just completed my BCSP board term from 2020 to 2025. And currently, I'm speaking to you from Kuwait. As you see on the right side, this is the Kuwait Towers, like Taj Mahal, like Liberty Square, and all those things, Liberty Statue, all those things. So we are just talking to you from Kuwait. And yes, let's move forward. This is an exclusive global webinar on the BCSP certifications. We have many people registered, I think around 528 people registered for this webinar, but I don't know how many people will be joining. But whoever is joining for the full session, they will be getting the uh, self-assessment complementary code from BCSP for the value of $125. So, and myself and Mr. Bala has been ambassadors for several years, and we have been supporting, mentoring, and so many things we have been doing in spreading the message. Okay, and we are also registered mentors of the BCSP, and we have been extending all our support to all our fraternity. Somebody sharing or scratching on the screen. Maybe I have to do the little setting there. So anyway, let me remove that. I'm not sure whether we can remove it or not. So agenda is we will have a little HSC moment as we do for every meeting, and brief introduction on the BCSP certifications, and myself I'll be doing on that, and certification management and related resources by our fellow ambassador Mr. Bala Srikanth, and experience sharing on the Mr. Younus, how he passed his CSP in his first attempt. That's very interesting story. We are going to listen from him. Then we will also have a question and answer sessions. So with that HSC movement, we call it, or the value movement, we call it. So generally, uh, every meeting we start, we do the value movement or HSC movement. So this is everybody is already HSC professionals, already in the field, or willing to or interesting to come into the field. But this is the general practice we do it. And today I just want to share you some of the value movement related to the comfort versus growth zone. So, what exactly is a comfort zone? I'm sure everybody is aware. With respect to professional life, the comfort zone is the one you don't need to feel the challenged by your work or by your no day-to-day job. You take it easy, go to office from 9 to 5, complete the things leisurely, enjoy with the family, and no need to change your routine. चलता है चल रहा है bus. You don't want to take the headaches of the panic or having to learn new things. Bindas chal raha hai bus. Okay, that's a comfort zone. But in the growth zone, you cannot be directly into the growth zone. There is a fear zone and learning zone. So here are some of the big benefits of coming your way if you are aiming to go to the growth zone. So today I think about 58 members are there in this group. So all those 58 members are willing to go to the growth zone, and that's your personal and professional growth. And you will also be thinking towards more innovation and creative thinking, and better problem solving, adaptability, building a wider network, and earning valuable contacts or contents. And there are 5 ways. It's a very good LinkedIn article there. There's a 5 ways you can go to the growth zone from your comfort zone, and change up your daily routine, diversify your circle and challenge your beliefs and grow your skill set like you all want to improve your skill set in our HSC profession by undergoing the certification process. Yes, that's one of the growing your skill set. Look into the neuroplasticity. Today morning only I received one WhatsApp message from my friend from Toronto, particularly the people who are in the aging. They should really focus on the neuroplasticity. If you are in the comfort zone, your brain will be not going to any challenges. But when you are going to the growth zone, the neuroplasticity means you are giving a challenge to your brain. You are making your brain active. That's one of the easy explanation of the neuroplasticity. Get a business coach or a mentor. So today what myself, Bala and Younus are doing, we are just mentoring you. We don't get anything. All these webinars are complimentary. If anybody is charging to you, please write a mail to me. It is all complimentary, okay? And that's our value movement. So let's go to the today's topic of certifications. What exactly is a certification? We will understand. Then we will focus on the BCSP certifications. Then what is the certification maintenance or management? Then listen to our Eunice Boy. So let's talk about the certifications. See, this is a general way of becoming a HSC professionals in this part of the world. Particularly, we go through the regular academic courses, part-time or correspondence courses, short-term courses, or by work experience. So as part of the job rotation, you will be put into the safety department. Then you will become a safety professional. You will try to understand what exactly it is, something like that. So if anybody is putting a question in the chat box, I request Mr. Younus or Bala to address them. Maybe they're asking some questions related to the certifications we can take at the end, but if you can address during the course of the thing, that will be a time-saving exercise. So, but you can always put your questions in the chat box also. So, coming to the becoming HSC professionals in the western part of the world or other parts of the world is there is a left side, you see all those things, they have all those things, but there is another thing which is called the certification. On the right side, you see it. The certification is the one which is really helping the professionals to moving towards a growth zone, getting more respect from the peers, respect from the employer, respect from the supervisor, addressing the issues easily, like that. So let's understand what is the certification and certificate. And certificate, everybody, I'm sure, bachelor degree holders here attending, you would have attended your academic college, results from the educational process, which is on the right side. For newcomers and experienced professionals alike, they always go through the academic college, academic institution, and they get a certificate which is valid for your lifetime. Whether you do anything further, but the certificate is valid for lifetime. It is generally awarded by the training institutions or the educational or academic institutions, and course contents. It's a variety of things, and usually listed in a resume detailing your education. In the end result, individual may or may not demonstrate the knowledge. Okay, you're writing the exam, but practical experience may not be there. We don't know. Okay, that's about the certificate, which is really comes from the college degrees. But the certification is another one on the left side, which is a assessment process. It comes from the from the accredited bodies. Requires some professional experience also. It is awarded by the third party standard setting organizations. It indicates a mastery or a competency as a measured against a defensible set of standards. Standards set through a defensible industry-wide practice, job analysis, that results in an outline of required knowledge or skills. And it is an ongoing requirements. That's what Mr. Bala is going to share. Once you pass your certification exam, it is not the end of the day. You need to meet the minimum requirements to maintain. The individual must demonstrate the knowledge of the content, must continue to meet the requirements. So in that process, you will be going through the several new technologies, new educational process to meet these certification requirements. What exactly, in a simple word, is certificate is the one which you comes from the college, but it is irrespective of your further enhancing your skills, that certificate is valid. Whereas certification is given by the third party, and Bala, if you can mute those guys who are speaking, we can always, yeah. So thank you. And okay, Mr. Mehran Ahmed. So I have been muted them. Let's see. Okay, so that's the difference between the certificate and certification, and why the certification is important. Again, we already gone through colleges and everything. We got a good job, but there is a many things are happening around the world because of the globalization. Every country are moving around. Every country is doing a business in different countries, or every industry is doing a different in business countries. So there's a lot of potential opportunities for a professional to go around the world. So you may study in India or Pakistan, wherever it is, but you have an opportunity to go around the world. To go around the world, you need to have a certifications recognized by the world bodies. Everybody should recognize that. That's what is the certification process. So when you want to go around the world, you need to demonstrate your competency. You have to raise the bar, level playing field, advances the safety professional in the competitive advantage. You need to establish your credibility that yes, I have my experience, I have competency proven skill or approved by the global award setting body. So it really helps in selecting the qualified safety professionals also for the employers. When we get hundreds of CVs, we always give a ultimate preference to the CVs which are having a certifications. And as I was telling, that pay and mobility also is more. Contract qualifications, I mean tender qualifications also is there. So that's one of the thing. There is another survey was conducted in ASSP during the conference among the 300 plus people. And what are the reasons you are becoming to certify? About required by the employer, 47% or 47 members said that it is required by the employer. Sometimes employer, as I was telling, that contract requirements required by the government. Recognition by the peers, you will be recognized by your peers that yes, Mr. Bala or Mr. Younus got their CSP. That means they are really, proven by approved by the third party organizations. So again, most of the people also focusing on the opportunities for career development, the potential increase in the salary also. And this is not only a statement, there is a salary survey was conducted by the BCSP and National Safety Council, and it has been proven that people who are having a certification, certifications are getting at least 20 to 25% of the salary or more. And was conducted in 2023. Now, again, the similar survey is announced. 10th February is the last date. If you are already a CSP, you can go to your BCSP emails. You will find the survey link. So please do participate in that. By participating, only one can get the data. So your inputs are very, very important. So it is no need to be a safety professional, BCSP certification holder to participate in this survey. Anybody can participate. So any HSC professional, I mean. So this was conducted, and again the findings were there. So there were good findings. When the more salary is given by the employers to the people who are having a certifications. Again, the need of the hour. Everybody wants to improve their skills. They want to get a good job. Then there are so many competency, so many requirements are there. There are so many certifications are there. how to choose the certifications. Nowadays, we go to the chat GPT or Google or somewhere to find out the information what we want. If you put in a Google, how many I want to do the HSC certification, you will get hundreds of thousands of links, and it's very very difficult for you to choose. But there is a selection process which I am going to tell you today. There are plenty of certifications, and you need to select the right one which is really recognized in the market. And there is a like ISO certifications for the organizations. There is accreditation bodies for the certification agencies. So there is a National Commission for Certifying Agencies, and there is ANSI also is there. So this is the one you need to choose whether the institutions which are giving the certification should be approved by these people. So they're already getting the accredited. So that's what we want to see today. We are going to talk to you about the organization where which is approved by the national certifying agencies as well as the ANSI also, which is BCSP, Board of Certified Safety Professionals. And the mission is inspiring and developing leaders in safety, health, and environmental practice through globally accredited certification, enhancing careers, advancing the profession, and protecting the people. That's the mission of the BCSP, and the vision is a safer world through safety, health, and environmental leadership. So these mission vision was updated in the last working or workshop, strategic workshop we call it. I was part of the strategic workshop which was done Indianapolis in last year. So once in 3 or 4 years, these mission, vision, and core values are reviewed. If required, they'll be updated. So core values, for example, it was lengthy core values, but now we made it very simple. B stands for be respectful. C stands for create positive cultures. S stands for serve as leaders. P stands for protect others. So that's one of the thing. So we just want to highlight before we into that. It's a credentialing leader. BCSP is recognized as the leader in high quality credentialing for safety, health, and environmental practitioners. It also establishes standards for and verifies competency in professional safety practices, and even evaluates the certificates for compliance with certification requirements. It has got a global recognition, one of the longest running professional credential bodies for the safety, health, environment professional in the world, or the BCSP, which is established in 1969. There is another one called CRSP, which is a Canadian Registered Safety Professional, which is established in 1976. And of course, IOSH started in several years ago, but they started this chartered membership process in 2005 only. And only the BGC, which is a board for global EHS credentialing, they offer the CIH and other things. So as regards to the BCSP, which is established in 1969, 65,000 plus active certifications are there. It is a not-for-profit organization. It is headquartered in Indianapolis near Chicago. And the BCSP inspires and develops leaders in safety, health, and environmental practices. And as I said in the vision, it has got a standard of governance. That means 9 to 14 board of members were there. I completed my board term. I was the first international president in 2024, and integrity in examination process also it is there. Ensures all exams meets the highest standard when it comes to the accurately reflecting the most relevant tasks. And again, Mr. Younus is going to briefly talk about that, how the examination process is there. Myself and Bala passed almost 15 plus years ago. So now that the examination rules, everything has been changed. And it is recognized as a global recognition is there. And the CSP is the gold standard, we always say, which I'm going to talk to you about that. BCSP also recognized by the international bodies like United Nations or international safety certification bodies. Again, accreditation is done. We are going to talk a little about the accreditation also. So certification, we already talked about that. It gives a certified to attest authoritatively as meeting standard, and that's a definition. And professional credential, you can put your certification up against your name, competency assessment, and third party evaluations, validation of the education, experience, examination, and ethics. 4 E's we call it. It's a voluntary process. Nobody is pushing you to do it. But if you want to go from the comfort zone to the growth zone, this is one of the way you can achieve it. And it also evaluates individuals against a standard, require continuing education and professional development. That's what we call it recertification, which Mr. Bala is going to talk about that. And again, most important thing, it is not a license to practice. License to practice comes from the different agencies, different government departments, but this is only the certification to demonstrate that you are a you are competent enough. That's one of the thing. It is not a permanent, because you need to do the recertification. It is not at all a membership. It is not a certificate of completion. It's a continuous process. So that's one thing. Just want to highlight that we already talked about this certification and certificate, and why certification is important. Again, I just want to highlight that it demonstrates your competency and competitive advantage, demonstrates credibility, it sets the standards, all those things. Yeah. So again, we just want to highlight that accredited versus non-accredited certifications. There are 300 plus safety certifications available in the world, and total accredited certifications by ANAB, which is ANSI accreditation board, only 17. Out of those 17, 8 are from the BCSP, which is CSP, SMP, ASP, OHST, CHST, STS, STSC, and CIT. We are going to talk in detail about them. And accredited versus non-accredited certifications, we already talked about that. 8 are from the BCSP. Other remaining are CAH, CDGP, CHMM, CHMP, CRMP, CSD, and MSP. So these are the accredited certifications. And in the safety field, again, coming to the BCSP, there are 8 certifications have been accredited, which is CSP, which is a gold standard certification, and uh, ASP is Associate Safety Professionals, SMP is a Safety Management Professional. Earlier, it used to call a Safety Management Specialist. It has been changed to the professional last 2 years. And Occupational Hygiene and Safety Technician, Construction Health and Safety Technician. These are all the certification programs which are almost like a entry level certifications, I can say, like a NEBOSH IGC. The last one, which is a certified instructional trainer, which is basically a people who are providing the training. It's good for them. If you are a trainer in the HSE field, it's very, very good for them. These certifications are designed to set and clarify technical competency criteria for the HSE professionals worldwide. Together, we can create a safer world through safety, health, and environmental leadership. So that's one of the thing. Again, these certifications are designed or derived into 4 types of the certifications. One is industry expert, and middle management, technician, and supervisory, and instructional, that is a CIT. So how do I know if there is a BCSP credential that is right for me? So you need to find out what exactly your position or where exactly you want to go. Each certification is designed for a specific job and can be earned by varying levels of experience and or education, because experience education is important for each of these certification program. No matter where you are in your HSC profession, there is a BCSP credential right for you. What I mean to say, there are higher level certification programs. There is entry level certification programs also there, and you can again you can do with the CHST. Then you can get a experience. Again, go to the ASP. Certification can be used as a pathway for your career development, and BCSP certification can lead to your promotions and higher earnings going around the different parts of the world. So all certifications are designed for the safety professionals. For example, you can say industry expert certification CSP is a gold standard, which is the highest level standard. Safety management professional is also experienced people, and basically CSP requires the bachelor degree, but whereas SMP does not require the bachelor degree. If you don't have the bachelor degree, you can go through the SMP, but minimum 10 years of experience is required. So that's one of the thing. Basically, it is for the individuals with management skills required for business, safe operations, management level, such as defining and utilizing an organization safety management systems and identifying the business case for the safety. So SMP is something basically a management level. CSP is something like a technical, strategical level, also we can say. And middle management is the one which is associate safety professionals or who have proven knowledge of key fundamentals. And if anybody wants to do the CSP, they need to go through the ASP or any equivalent program. So we will discuss about the equivalent program short while, but these are the things which the primary difference between the ASP and CSP is the experience requirement. CSP candidates must have a 4 years of experience, whereas ASP requires only 1 year, and that's one of the we always say ASP is a stepping stone for the our CSP. And again, technician supervisory certifications are available, like a occupational hygiene specialist, and basically these are the something I can easily to understand. It's an above IGC certificate level, something like not even diploma, but IGC level I can say. They are typically have either constable safety health training through a series of courses or have associate degrees also. So they are making worksite assessment to determine risk identifying, mostly for the safety officers who are at the sites. They can get these certification programs who are not having a bachelor degree or the very entry level programs it is. And again, the CIT is the one which is a safety health environment training certification. If you are into this training field, you can go for this particular certification. Is held by those with experience and expertise in developing, designing, and delivering the HSC training. Apart from the formal education, you also need a training experience. Basically 135 hours of training is required. Trainers must be thoroughly experienced and knowledgeable in the technical as well as scientific areas in which they teach. So this particular CIT certification program is good for the people who are really having training experience. And GSP and TSP designations are those people who are getting their academic programs already. For example, there is a Bachelor of Fire and Safety Engineering, Bachelor of Environmental Engineering. All those people, they can get the waiver for the ASP, which is required for the CSP. And once you are passing, once you have that academic program, BCSP will evaluate and give you the status of QEP. So you can get a TSP, Transitional Safety Professional Designation. You can get it. GSP for those programs which are mainly in US, and outside US you will get the TSP. So that's I'm going to briefly talk about which are the programs approved outside US, so that if you are passing, if you are having any academic program in that, you can get the waiver for the ASP, get a TSP status. And it is not, if it is not listed there, you can also write to BCSP with the syllabus. They will evaluate and they will confirm that. And these are the active designations, certifications, and designations as of now. Last September, when I conducted a sixth global webinar, it was 61,585. And yesterday night, I checked, it is 65,557. So what I mean to say that there are many people are looking forward to get these certification programs, and mainly many people are aiming to go to the growth zone. And this is some sort of explanation of the safety culture, we can say. It's basically it's a graphical tool to convey the differences between the BCSP certifications. So you can see it shows the correlation between the each and in which fields the credentials are most useful. And safety professionals, industry experts, SCSP and SMP, and instructor CIT, OHS is the floor level, safety technician level, and the safety managers level is ASP, JSP, and TSP. So this is just an example of better way of explaining the certifications. Again, BCSP is again not-for-profit organization. As I told you, it is a giving back organization. Means they are they are spending a lot of are supporting many students in terms of the scholarships. It's in US as well as outside US also they provide, provided you meet the requirement. And yeah, business solutions credential to improve safety culture. If you're already having many people who are in your organization, they can if more than 5 CSPs are there, you can write to BCSP to become a champion safety designation. So the advantage of that is you can do some sort of a group studies or group exams can be conducted. You will also be listed, your company name also be listed in the BCSP website. So again, there is a BCSP, a exam core we call it. Basically, it is a preparation, a workshop, something like that. So you can get the very good experience by attending this particular exam core. Your path to success, instructors are subject matter experts. Everything is online also available. And there is a math core. Many people think that there is a maths is a big problem. So the BCSP has developed a good number of practice questions at pre and post tests, master math principles essential for safety practices, either in preparation for an exam or as part of continuous professional development also. And in addition, there's on-site exam delivery also there. If many people are more, 5 people are there, they can come to your institution or your college and conduct the exams. That is also they introduced recently. And of course, international, I'm not sure. It is difficult for them to come here. And there is a recertification pro, which is basically a, so Bala is going to talk about that. And that's about the BCSP. But I just want to highlight here that recently I attended a networking meeting at Dubai on the BCSP certifications. I can say that this is the graph. I'm not sure whether you can see it. The most of the growth is in the Middle East region and India. They call it as IMEA, India, Middle East and Africa region. India is really zooming high with the number of certification holders, and followed by Saudi Arabia and UAE and other countries in the region. So there's a lot of activities are going on in the region, and because of that, there is a lot of activities, lot of many people are offering the workshops, also online workshops, and that's another thing. Regarding the QEP status, these are the institutions approved by the BCSP, and I no need for you to check. But if you go to the website, you will get it all the full list. And in India, we were very much instrumental in bringing this status to many institutions in India. For example, Bala was, I think, he was trying for the Nagpur Fire Engineering College, and we were, there were so many. Cochin University got it, and REC Trichy, I think Trichy also got it. So many institutions have got it. So if you are interested to get for the your institution which is offering the HSC program, academic program, you can write to me or Bala, so we can help you in that process. So now I would like to hand over to Mr. Bala, who will be talking about the certification management and related resources. So Bala.
Thank you very much, sir. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Namaste, Assalamu alaikum to all participants who are showing energy to participate in this webinar. So nice to get to know about those certifications, the importance of certifications, what is the differentiation between certificate and certification, types of certifications, the QEP program, QAP program. And gentlemen, we just wanted to share that Mr. Ashok is one of the instrumental gentlemen who made this QEP program for many programs in India. And as ambassadors, we keep working on that to reach maximum students, maximum institutions, to make sure that if their program is qualified in line with the BCSP syllabus, so those are getting qualified as a QAP or QAP program as ever wherever it gets fits in. So I'm going to cover a few slides about and passing the certification exam is one aspect, and maintaining the certification is another aspect. Like Sri Ashok ji said that what we are achieving, like bachelor's degree, master's degree, and all those. When we achieve that, we'll keep in the shelves, right? No need to write anything to prove that I'm an engineer after 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. So once you pass as a BE, a BE. Once you pass an MSc, MSc then, right? But this certification is not like that. If you can't achieve the required skill set or required points given set by the BCSP, and the certification becomes invalid. So at this point of time, I have three certifications: CSP, CF, Chartered Fellow of IOSH, and CCPSC, CCPSC Process Certified Professional. All three organizations have a different requirements. If the BCSP, I'm going to cover, as far as a Chartered Fellow is concerned, Mr. Ashok is also Chartered Fellow. We do have a CDC program that we need to continuously update, and there's more rigorous. I say that the program is being audited in every year, whether the candidate is maintaining skill set or not. And CCPSC, again, they have a different skill set. So all these certifications that Mr. Ashok has showed, we have to maintain a minimum no points that we have to achieve. If you see the CSP, the highest certification in BCSP, we have to maintain 25. We have to achieve 25 certification points in a period of 5 years. For example, Mr. Younus has recently achieved CSP this year, 2024, I believe. So the next 5 years, he must get 25 points to maintain the certification is active. So it doesn't mean that I'm achieving 25, 30 points, I'm eligible to maintain the certification. No, the BCSP randomly audits various candidates by picking up whether the evidence that candidate is showing to achieve these 25 points is valid or not. So if that is not valid, or if the candidate is not able to show any kind of evidence that meeting the required points, again, the certification becomes invalid. So again, if the certification becomes invalid, the process goes again same like what Mr. Ashok said, going to the application form, examination, everything goes again start. So achieving certification is one side of the coin, and maintaining the certification is another side of the coin. So going on the screen, CSP, ASP, SMS, they are supposed to maintain 25 points in 5 years, every 5 years. And occupational health and safety technician, certified health, CHST and CIT, they had to maintain 20 points in every 5 years. So next slide, sir. And STC, STS and STSC, they have to maintain 30 points, 30 hours or 3 points. So safety and health courses, presentations, toolbox talks are achieve the CSP. If they achieve the higher certification, that also can be considered. So achieving this is not so easy, like the why I'm speaking about 2 to 3 minutes. So BCSP has made a very elaborative guidelines about 10 point categories, from like professional safety practice up to the achieving the new academic program in these 5 years. So that becomes eligible for that. So more than that, let's about 10 point categories. I can say that professional safety practice, membership in organization, like I'm a member of ASSP, Mr. Ashok is also a member of ASSP, I'm also a member of IOSH, I'm also a member of CCPSC. So it's been, so instead of that, if you're going more than certificate, more than a membership in one organization, doesn't mean that you will get all 22 points per year. So one safety organization, they are considering it. The third point is organization service. Number 4, publication conferences, where you publish any conference papers or you attend any conferences for the development of professional development. And also if you do the presentations in the company or into the conferences, and if you achieve some patents, and also if you do service to the BCSP, like myself and Mr. Ashok are doing a voluntary service to BCSP, like BCSP Ambassador, and also Mr. Ashok was a past president of BCSP. So we all these platforms, all these avenues, like 10 point categories, and we get the points as given detailed by the BCSP. I'll share the link soon, how the recertification guide looks like. And also professional development conferences, we can attend, we can participate. and also the person who attends in the next 5 years after achieving the certification, any kind of safety related courses like ISO 45001 course, ISO 40001 course, any certificate, any safety related course that can be considered. And BCSP also makes online quizzes which we can be considered for recertification programs. So if a candidate does any MTech program during the next 5 years after achieving the certification or PhD work, that also can be considered for the attaining some points in that. Yes, sir. So that's what I said, like she has done. So this is the certification. I'm going to share the recertification guide also. Just a second. So you guys get a glance of that. I want to say one thing here that there's a significant development that made by the BCSP in the recertification.
You want to share the screen, Bala?
No, I'll tell, sir. So the point I mean to say that the ethics program, right? So
Okay.
if you recall, Mr. Ashok has said in the fourth or fifth slide about the four E's: education, experience, examination, and ethics, right? Achieving the certification is as good as maintaining your certification in ethical way. Ethical way. So E makes very important in our professional journey. If the ethics are not there, achieving whatever the certification it becomes invalid. So to maintain and to show that the certification holders are maintaining the certification in ethical way, each candidate is supposed to attend ethical course of 0.5 CEUs, otherwise I can say 5 hours. So there are plenty of avenues there to achieve this ethical courses. If I'm also a chartered fellow of IOSH, Mr. Ashok is also a chartered fellow of IOSH. So IOSH is a mandatory program. Every year we have to clear 3 modules on the ethics program. So it's a beautiful program. I'm not able to show it. It takes a lot of time to log in. So this is another requirement that each certification holder who gets certification that must be considered to achieve this maintenance program in an ethical way, adhering to the ethical practice by maintaining the 0.5 hours of the ethics.
Yeah.
So
Thank
the
you, Bala.
keys, yes, sir. Go
Yeah.
ahead, sir. Right.
Thank you, Bala, and for sharing all that information on the certification management. And of course, he's going to share the links for the other recertification guide as well as the ethics courses. Yes, there are some resources. Of course, basically, you should know your strengths and weaknesses. That's why the BCSP is giving the self assessment code. Means as soon as you complete your webinar today, you within a week you will get the code. With that code, you can go to BCSP website and see whichever certification you want to do, ASP or CSP or SMS or SCH, whatever it is. You just choose that certification and test your skills, test your strengths and areas for the improvement. So that's the purpose of this self-assessment code. Then you can decide. There are so many. Earlier we were not having this many resources. Now so many online resources are available. You can get that. You can attend any of the courses. You can also do the group study. Mr. Bala and Mr. Sanjay are conducting the group studies in Kuwait. So again, mainly developing a test taking strategy. That's why we invited our friend Mr. Younus today. Basically, Mr. Younus is my colleague in KOC, Kuwait Oil Company. He's also ISO 45001, 14000 lead auditor. And he is going to share with us how he passed his CSP on his first attempt. And let's share that my screen and show his slide how I passed my CSP. Yes, Fadal, Mr. Go ahead, Yunus.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Hope I am audible to everyone.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. First of all, I'd like to thank Ashok sir for giving this opportunity to share my experience with all CSP aspirants and fellow HSC professionals. This is how I passed my CSP on my first attempt. I suppose because why I exaggerating this first attempt, there was a perception before I started preparation for CSP that passing CSP on first attempt is a difficult task. It's like impossible. That's what I used to think. So there are similar kind of myths which I used to believe that those are true. Then when I passed the CSP, then I came to know that those are actually myths. That's not a reality. So, among which, first myth was CSP need 10 to 20 years of experience to pass. Like, I used to think that, okay, only this is achievable who has someone who has 20 years of experience, 30 years of experience. Like that, I used to think. But when I gone through application process, everything, as BCSP clearly states that you need 4 years of experience. That's enough for you to get your application approved. So that's enough. That's 4 years is enough for you. If you have actual experience, field experience of 4 years, then the only strategy you should follow is the smart study strategy. And because nowadays you can see even guys with 20 years of experience also not able to pass, and someone who is with 5 years experience, they are passing. This is all about how you are following the strategy and smart plan. So myth two was, like, I used to think that, okay, I used to spend a lot of hours, a lot of lot of burnout to pass this exam. Actually, which I believe that you need to spend, but in a smart way. Like, you have to divide your study plan, like, daily, with at least 2 to 3 hours minimum. Because my strategy was, I never used to miss a day without seeing any kind of topic from blueprint. Because if you are keeping away even for a week, away from this CSP preparations, so you will feel like, you will feel demotivated. If you are connected with the like any blueprint and topics every day, at least you, if I know, we are all committed professionals, at least try to commit for, at least if there is some work, at least try to commit for a 1 hour, at least half hour or 1 hour. Just go through some questions, go through some applications where they are providing questions, practice questions and all. So this was, I used to think, you need a lot of study hours. This is not true actually. With a smart study plan, you can pass CSP easily. Third myth is CSP is calculation heavy. So like, many people usually get fear that CSP requires a lot of math, a lot of formulas will be there, a lot of I also have a fear of that, but unfortunately, only there were only 10 questions, I think, in with related to maths in the exam, especially in CSP. uh, because, and also, if you are not focusing much on math, also you can pass. That is what I felt after attempting the exam. Because there were hardly, I think, maximum there were 10 questions in that. I think 5 or 6, or just plug and put and plug, the kind of questions were there. You have to put the how, where to substitute the answer, substitute what are the given in the question. That's it. You will get easily 5 questions like that without focusing more. But you have to know what kind of formulas were there, what kind of like, how you have to attempt that formula. And myth 4 was CSP is impossible to pass on first attempt. As I told you, I used to think like that, but Alhamdulillah, with God grace, I passed. And also, it required some sincere efforts behind that. For 4 months, I kept all my efforts. I think on August, I started my preparations on 2025. And while the exam date was coming near in December, 23rd, I passed the CSP. I used to increase my preparation hours. So it is achievable. It is not something rocket science where you cannot achieve in first attempt. So myth 5 was, like, CSP is only for people working in USA. Usually, this is based upon US based certification. People usually think that it is only for people who are in USA, but it's not true. As Ashok sir shared in the slide, that most of the aspirants, or most of the CSP holders, are coming from India and also Middle East. Even in KOC, you can see for any kind of senior level positions, you need CSP. Because nowadays IGC has slowly, people are preferring certification based kind of credentials for any kind of senior roles. So myth 6 was, you must score very high in practice app to pass CSP. If you are planning to attempt CSP, you definitely, you should go through practice application. Like, there are many applications. I will share you in the next slide. Like there are many pocket prep, Bowen app. I will share you that. So it is not necessarily required to achieve like 95, 90 something. Like I was in a group, study group. There, people used to share their scores. 95 someone was getting, 94 someone was getting out of 100. So I was usually used to think that okay, I should get that score. But honestly, I used to get 75 and 80 across in that range. I used to get when I was practicing, but I passed the exam. So that's how I want to share. Sir, next slide, sir. So what was my CSP study strategy? To be honest with you, when they changed their syllabus, like the blueprint, earlier it was CSP 10, now they changed it to CSP 11. So I just suggest you to not go out of the boundary. There is a blueprint, CSP 11 blueprint, get the blueprint. So no need to go out of the blueprint anything, because now they are clearly going through the concept. That's it. If they have mentioned something in the blueprint, then they will go through that only, and they will ask you in that only, and in a scenario based or in a conceptual base. So if you are having if you have gone through well with the material, gone through, you have enough experience minimum, so you will pass it. That's not a big deal. So more than long study hours, I can say consistent study hours matter more, because daily, as I told you earlier, if you are spending 8 hours a day, 6 hours a day, I tried that as well. For a week or 2 weeks, I sat for 7 hours, 6 hours a day when there was some holidays or something like that. But I find out that only productively I used to use 3 to 4 hours, 2 3 hours only max. Remaining everything was going out of over my head. So I suggest you to trust the process. Process is what? Daily, consistently, dedicate 3 hours, 2 hours, whatever it is. Make a plan and have a weekly revision plan in that way. And also, I suggest you to at least dedicate 250 to 300 hours of study, because it depends upon it. It is not a fixed one, because it may sometimes I gone over 450 hours also, 500 also. So I'm just taking an average way, because I passed without any mentor. Mentor in the sense, I didn't went through any trainer. I didn't went to any kind of third party training. Third party. I just spent for, I assume for this pocket prep, which is costing you around $20 per month. And as Ashok sir is giving online assessment for free, I got the self assessment by attending the last global webinar. So through that, I measured my readiness. So this is the average working yani study hours, 250 to 300 hours you have to dedicate for these CSP preparations. And also subject like systematically focus on weak domains. When you do this tool, which BCSP self assessment, which Ashok sir was mentioning, in that when you give your exam, like practice exam, so 100 questions were there. In that you will find out how much, in which domain you are lagging and which domain you are weak at. So basically through that you can focus specifically on those domain first, uh, instead of going the high scoring domains. So focus on weak domains and prepare your own flashcards. Flashcard, I assume, you can buy from any stationery shop, or you can make your own. Like what I did, I used to make A4 size paper, and I used to split it into the 8 pieces. And specifically I used to um, not all the material. I have notes. I used to take the notes also by going through David Yates and all. But flashcards are something where you need some sort of memorization, some sort of remembering, like formulas are there or some key concepts are there. Around I made I think 200 to 300 flashcards, which actually helped me to remember few concepts. Not about the whole theory, but it's just to remember few concepts. Next slide, sir.
Okay.
So now I'd like to share what are the practice tools and study techniques I followed. to be honest, I just mention here whatever were useful actually helped for me in the exam. Apart from this, I followed many other also, but I just don't want to make you overloaded with so many things, because I one mistake I did was I used to go every material which I found on internet. You can see any CSP material, I used to go and see that. And in that, the main drawback was now that it is in CSP 11. So all the material you find out on internet or either CSP 10 or CSP 9, like old versions. So basically the practice questions, everything I used to, like, I wanted to gain the knowledge, that's why I used to practice. But if your aim is just to pass the CSP, you have to specific with the blueprint. No need to distract or overload yourself with lot of material so that you can get overwhelmed. So first application I recommend you all is Pocket Prep. It will cost you around $20, I assume, for a month. And it will give you more than 1,000 questions for ASP and 1,000 plus for CSP. So this, the best thing about this application is it's referring most of the questions from David Yates. As you know, if you are already preparing for CSP, David Yates is like a Bible for safety professionals. Like, most of the questions, like 50 to 60 questions, I think I got on CSP is from David Yates. So Pocket Prep will ease your process. Like how it will give you right and wrong answer explanation, why the right is right and why the wrong is wrong. This is how you can concrete your yani concept. So basically, CSP never ask you questions directly. It will never ask you, and also to be keep remember that no questions on the exam will be like similar to what you have studied in any kind of application or any kind of material. It everything will be on conceptual base. So Pocket Prep will help you to drill yourself with like there is a no level up application is there in that Pocket Prep. So you can slowly increase your graph with that. Also there are 7 domains. If you are preparing for CSP, I recommend you to at least ensure average you are averaging 70 above in each domain. If you have a 7 domains, you have to average at least 70% above in each domain. So that's how you can measure your readiness, that you are good enough to go and write CSP. Now, not necessarily 70, it can be 80, also 85, but an average. So second is David Yates. I recommend you to go through from page to page this David Yates 4th edition, because most of the questions from CSP are being referred from this David Yates. And this is excellent book, I can say. It is not only CSP, it is good for any HSC professional who want to enhance his knowledge or strengthen their concepts. Third is BCSP self-assessment. As I told you earlier, this is excellent tool, and thanks to Ashok sir, he is with this webinar. You will get this tool free of cost, which is worth around $100. So this one will help you to measure your readiness for exam. Like when I first given this self-assessment, I got around 68%, I think, and I got to know which domains I am lagging at, which domains are weak domains. So I started to focus on those domains. So this is excellent tool, and also keep remember that this tool was developed by BCSP, and it will not clearly copy paste kind of questions will be there. Just it will give you a glance how the question format will be in actual exam, how it looks like this is how I felt that this one application was somehow close to the actual questions which I have seen in the exam. So another one was Bowen free app. This is also one of the free application you can download from Play Store or Apple Store. It will give you 10 questions each time. So it is also good one to ensure that you are to make your mindset ready for the CSP. And also one biggest mentor I felt I got in my preparation process was the AI tools which I used were ChatGPT and DeepSeek. So these tools where I gave in all the data all the data which required for me to train on this exam. So they were my actual mentors. To be honest, if you want to not spend much amount on, if you are having a like issues with the any amount, and also you have to put some efforts to ensure that you leverage this kind of AI tools and make benefit for yourself. And last one is Quizlet. Quizlet is an application for flashcards. Like you can get it from Play Store or Apple Store, where you can virtually, you can, like on online, you can make your flashcards. In that, you can also find out few people who already saved their flashcards. Like you can see how the flashcards looks like and how you should make a flashcards. I recommend you to make your own flashcards. Why? Because if you are just watching others flashcards, it doesn't give you any kind of benefit. This is one major thing I observe. I want, if you are making your own flashcards, it will, like it will help you to stick to your mind. So that's what I can say. Quizlet is also a good application. You can download on your mobile and get benefit from it. Next, sir. So last thing I'd like to say for key takeaways for CSP aspirant, brothers, please remember that CSP is not about memorizing answers. This is one, if you have done Nebosh, IGC kind of things, so maybe some sort of memorization is required for, but for that, but for CSP, memorization will not help you much, but clearing your concept will sure help you. So because now biggest plus is that CSP 11 is solely based upon the Bloom's taxonomy. So it will assess your knowledge, it will assess your practical mindset, risk judgment, and all. So I recommend you to choose the right tools and also consistent efforts, as I share. So please trust the process. Trust the process in the sense, don't hurry up. I can see, even myself, I was in the similar shoes. I was having a FOMO, like so many people are achieving, I also have to achieve as soon as possible, as soon as possible, like that. Yeah, you have to set a goal, but you should also trust the process. It will take time. At least you, whatever the minimum effort is required, you have to indulge that effort. And also, as I told, it is nothing like rocket science where you cannot achieve. Dedicate at least 3-4 months sincerely. Even if you have a family, I had a family, but anyhow, I got a support. Take your family support for that. So with that, you can, and on the exam day especially, I can say, there are, if you go through the 200 exam, it's exhausting. Actually, I completed my exam. I took around 5 hours almost. In that 2 hours, I was about to completed 120, I think. And then I flagged around 30-40 questions in my in initial 2 hours. And then I took 20 minutes break almost, where I just had a snack and I brought some coffee and all to refresh myself. No need to hurry. People, see, if you are completing in 2 hours, no one is gonna give you some accomplishment for that you completed in 2 hours. Because in social media, I can see so many people are exaggerating that I completed in 2 hours, 3 hours. It's nothing. Like you got a 5.5 hours. You can use that 5 hours. Just relax in between for take two breaks, no issues. You have plenty of time. I just followed the same way. I took 2 hours and then I just had a break of 20 minutes almost. And then I came back again. I gone through the flag questions. And one thing you should remember that whatever option you have selected at the first, don't change it until unless you are strongly believing that it's a wrong answer. Why? Because most of the people, what happens, CSP is a kind of exam where there are two options which are pretty similar. Like that is where you will be falling in the trap. So if you are flagging something to while at the end of the exam, many times I used to feel like I should change it. I should change it because I was struck between two answers, like around 10 to 15 questions. So what I did, I only changed 4, I assume, in that. I was feeling to change 15, but I changed only 4 because most of the time your first institution will be the right one. Unless until you are confident enough that it is wrong, don't change after attempting. So this is my test taking strategy and how I pass the exam. So if you have any kind of doubts and all, you can reach me out. I'm happy to assist. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Yunus Bhai. You are so amazing. That's why I always bring in my every global webinar for people who have already, passed recently. They can really share their expertise, and very, very nice of you. And it's very good, very good. So I have a few more slides. Then we will go back to our question and answer sessions. Yes. So let me share. Good. Thank you, Yunus Bhai. It's amazing to see your full personal experience, and that made you to get your first attempt clearance. So congratulations, and thank you for sharing your experience today. And yeah, keys to success already Mr. Yunus shared. Self-assessment examination, perform individual study or group study is more advisable. Attend formal review courses, know your strengths and weaknesses, examination preparation plan, developing a test strategy, understanding how to use your calculator. So Yunus said he attended 6th global webinar. I'm sure you would have got some tips from these such webinars. So there are so many resources, mentoring, mentee concepts. By the way, there is a BCSP mentor program. You go to the BCSP mentor website, and based on your country location, you can choose the mentor. They are all complimentary or free mentoring guidelines and all those things. Of course, there are so many apps are there. Email alerts also will come. Preparatory workshops are there, and social media groups are there. Our friend from India, Buppy Safety Pro, is very, very active, and would like to thank Mr. Buppy from India, Safety Pro, and J&A Bharat HSC Foundation from India for promoting this, sharing this webinar among their fraternities, and also Abacus International from Pakistan for sharing their, among their fraternities or their students. Certainly, it's a good thank you to everybody. Everybody is really helping each other to improve in their profession. This is what I was telling in the BCSP mentoring program. And you can go to this website, you can choose which region you are there, and you can select the mentor you want to connect. And again, there are so many social media groups are there. In India, Bapi is one of the Safety Pro, I think. There is a Bharat HSC Foundation is there. And there are so many other groups are there. Facebook groups are also available to get your knowledge. And again, these webinars are the recorded. Whenever you want to listen, you can listen to the YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is there. You can listen there. And again, the self-assessment for this global webinar is coming. So within a week, you will get it for all those 70 plus people who attended. They will get it, and with a validity of 3 months. It's a complimentary basis, so no need to pay to anyone else at all. And any other questions you have it, you can ask. I'm sure Bala and our friend Yunus have answered many questions on the chat box. So if you have any more questions, you can raise your hand and I will open your mic. Yes, Mr. Rakshit. Rakshit, go ahead.
Yeah. Hi, sir. Good evening. At least evening here. First of all, thank you to all three of you for taking time out of your taking time in inspiring us and giving us a bit more clarity on how to go through CSP and all those things. One of my question is more to related with industrial hygiene. So is industrial hygiene also part of the CSP program, or is it a separate course, or are both of them interlinked in any way?
No, we have a 9 domains in CSP, I think 11 domains in ASP. One of the domain will address the industrial hygiene also. But if we are specially focusing on industrial hygiene, there is a CIH program, which I was telling in the beginning, the Certified Industrial Hygienist, given by the Board of Global EHS Credentialing. That's a different board. So if you are focusing mainly on the industrial hygiene, that will be the best fit for you.
Thank you, sir.
Amin, please. Go ahead.
Good evening, Ashok ji. In fact, my sincere appreciation for your service to humanity through safety, mentoring and guidance. It's really appreciable. My question is, now people are joining through now the online courses and through the instructors, and so which one is the best one to study, self-study, or joining with training institutes and do this course? Basically I'm a working professional, so obviously the time will be only weekends.
Yeah. See, again, the self-study is a good, but I don't know which country you are there now. But
UAE.
UAE. I think there are UAE, there are a lot of self-study groups are there, but there are online sessions also there. Online you can attend, many you can attend. I think Vishnu is conducting, Dr. TJ is conducting. So many people are conducting online sessions nowadays. Again, it depends on your, Aminji. So choose your right choice. If the study groups are nearby to your place, I recommend study groups. If they are not there, online. Yeah, physical study groups. Mr. Sanjay and Mr. Bala used to do in Kuwait, and every Friday weekend. There's a lot of success. Many people have passed through that. So, yes, choose your choice. Mr. Ali?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Sir, I have one question related to that. Once we are holding the two certification, okay, first ASP, then we will attend the CSP, okay. So during the both certification holding time, do we need to maintain the recertification cycle for the both, or we need to skip it?
No, you can maintain the recertification. One recertification cycle, you can merge it for the ASP and CSP. But most of the people, once you pass the CSP, no need for you to keep ASP unless it is if you want to pay, because it's unnecessary burden on your purse. So once you achieve the higher level, and lower level is the ASP. So if you still want to maintain one certification, maintenance worksheet is enough for both.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yes, Mr. Ali Hassan. Okay, Ali Hassan, Ali Afsar.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. Bole.
Sir, I'm from KSA, and after achieving CSP, currently I have ASP. So, what will be the next course that is more beneficial for professional development?
See, ASP,
If you can
CSP,
guide,
of
please.
course, once you get the CSP, you can surrender ASP. That's my personal recommendation. And again, if you are into the hygiene field, you can go for the CIH. Okay, if you are into the safety as well as hygiene responsibilities, you can go for the CIH. That's one of the thing I can suggest. Otherwise, you can go to the IOSH routes. There is a chartered member, there's a chartered fellow. That is one of the highly recognized certification of the membership chartered members program in Middle East.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ali. Thank you. Ali Afsar, you still raise the hand, but anyway, I think yeah, Syed Bhai, boliye.
Sir, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
First of all, congratulations to Mr. Younus Shaik for achieving this certification. Secondly, thank you very much for both of you, Ashok sir and Bala sir, for taking time and providing such a wonderful knowledge and brief information about BCSP and the certifications. It's really appreciable. I also recently started the process of
Great,
acquiring
great. That's
CSP.
nice
I
to
already
know.
spoke with Younus. Hope
Yes.
to have in this year to get a CSP, hopefully.
Yeah.
Just as I wanted to thank for all your services, for mentoring these many people, for motivating many professionals in the field of HSC. Thank you very much.
Good, sir. Thank you. Appreciate
Okay,
Kashif,
thank
and all the best to you. You will get the
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
self-assessment code and check your
Inshallah, in the next webinar, hopefully.
you will present your personal experience. Yeah.
Inshallah, inshallah. Inshallah, sir.
That's good target. Yes, perfect.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Bala, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate.
No.
And yes.
Sir Ashok, I have a question.
Yes, who is that?
Yeah, Zahur Ahmed.
Zahur
I'm Zahur Ahmed from Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
Just I have a question. Which is the best route to reach BCSP? Through ASP is better or some other diplomas?
If you already have a diploma, you will get the waiver. Okay. And if you do not have the diploma, I recommend ASP. Because you will prepare almost 90% for CSP by doing ASP. And as soon as you pass ASP, do not waste your time. Within a month or two, you should go for CSP exam. That is very, very required. So otherwise you will forget. Oh, I got ASP and I will be in the comfort zone, and again you have to go through the whole process. So you have to do immediately. But if you don't have the diploma, go through the ASP route. That's my personal advice.
So is there any possibility the question coming in ASP maybe come in the BCSP also?
Yes, ASP is a foundation. You are already building a first ground floor by passing ASP. You are just building a first floor to pass the CSP. That's all.
Very good example. Thank you, sir. Very good example.
Yes. Mahbub bhai, bole. Go ahead, Mahbub. You raise the hand.
Good evening, gents. Salam alaikum.
Alaikum
First of
salam.
all, I will say thank you to all of you that are arranging this such kind of sessions, which improving the knowledge of the personnel. I have one just a question, or you can say suggestion, because when we are having like a NEBOSH diploma, we have to convert to the TSP within 1 year. So is there any possibility to extend this time to like a 2 year something?
And I think you have to pay some money to extend for 1 year. Currently, 1 year is there. I need to check, Mahbub bhai. I think you can pay fees and extend. That much I remember. But you can write to.
Yes, sir. He has to pay the fees and he extend for 1 year.
Yes, yeah.
No.
It is
My
costing
question
around
is
$120.
No. My question is, suppose then you have to write renewal is for 6 years. You can extend your TSP every year. You need to pay. But my question is, suppose if you completed our diploma, so once we have the certificate from IDIP NEBOSH, then within 1 year we have to convert to the TSP. So within 1 year, if we cannot, then we are not able to. Then we have to go process for ASP. This is my question.
This is your right question. I discussed with the board also. Board rejected this extension because many people like you approached me that I forgot, I cannot do it. And so many people were asking me. I took up this up to the board, but they said no, it has to be 1 year, because if the boy or anyone is passing, and if he's really interested in the professional upgradation, you should have a clear path. So that was rejected, Mahbub bhai. It was rejected by, even though I defended, but it was rejected. Yes. Okay.
Thank you so much. Yes.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yes, dear sir.
Yes, Mahmoud. Yes, Muhammad. Yes, tell me, sir.
Yeah, I'm Muhammad Sajid from Saudi Arabia. I just recently completed my master degree in occupational health and safety, and I got the GSP title from BCSP. I
Very
have
good.
one question. If we do this CSP, this is directly related to the CM IOSH, because I am currently a certified IOSH member. So just can you please clarify?
Yeah. There is an agreement between the IOSH and BCSP. Once you get the CSP, you have to send that CSP certification to IOSH. Earlier, it was the automatic process. Now you have to do some professional development assessment, they call it. So with that, you will get it easily. So even my son also got through that route. Many of my friends have got through that route. So you can take
Mhm.
it. Yes, it's easy. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
You have a nice time. Think anybody else has got a questions, they can raise the hand. Otherwise, it's almost 5:23. It's almost 90 minutes coming up. So we would like to thank everybody. And
Thank you.
generally, what we do is in other OKT sessions, so we take a picture of the people who are attending. So if you can open your cameras, I will take a screenshot and for our records.
Uh, Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Bolye. I keep
This is Mohammed Abu Bakr from Qatar.
okay.
I have a NVQ level 6 diploma. Is
Mhm.
there any direct route to become the CSP?
No, you have to write the exam. It's a NV, it's a NEBOSH diploma, correct?
No,
No,
no.
sir. NVQ level 6.
No, I don't think so. That
NVQ
is
level 6.
accredited.
I will share one email ID after this webinar. Okay,
Yeah.
you write to them. Then you will get a clear answer. I know that NEBOSH diploma is there, so
Oh,
I will.
okay, sir.
Yeah, okay, sure,
Thank you
sure.
so much, sir. Thank you
Thank
so much.
you, thank you. Okay.
Sir, I have one question. I am actually process safety engineer. So CSP is useful for the process safety engineer.
Of course,
Certainly.
CSP is much useful. Yes.
Which domain is the domain is enforcing the PSM requirement?
Actually, it is widely covered in all domains. We cannot
Okay, sir.
say one domain. It is widely covered in all domains. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Okay. Anything? Anybody else? Let me take. There were three
Assalamu
screens.
alaikum, sir.
Yeah. Yes. Go ahead, sir.
Sir, if I completed my level 6 or level 7 diploma from NVQ or Autumn, can I directly go for ASP or CSP?
No, you can go to CSP, but that's NVQ. I need to check that. If it is a NEBOSH diploma, it is already approved. Okay. But other things I need to check.
Yeah, I posted a comment in the chat box. So there is a list of QAP programs. So you guys
Yes.
please check that. I'm not
Yeah.
sure that is there or not. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you can write to them to get that. Mr.
Yes.
Abubakar also asked the same question. We reply to that.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I said I will show you some email ID.
Currently, sir, I completed my NEBOSH IGC. Now I want to my goal or the peak point that I completed my as a ASP or CSP. So firstly, I do NVQ level 6 or OTM level 6. Then I go there.
Yeah, that's a good plan. Once you get your level 6 diploma, you will get the ASP waiver. Then you can go there. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, if I completed my bachelor degree in another environmental field from, I am currently, I am in fact from Pakistan. If I completed my degree from any environmental field from Pakistan as a bachelor, then I go for ASP or CSP.
No,
With that,
see, yeah, I'll tell you. Any of the bachelor degree program you are doing in health, safety, environment, you have to send the syllabus to the BCSP. They will evaluate and see whether it is meeting all the domain requirements. If it is meeting, they will give it. If it is not meeting, then you have to go through the ASP route. Like that it is.
yes.
Yeah, yeah. Nitish Kumar raised the hand, I think. Okay, I think that's all for today. And I shared you one. Nitish Kumar, go ahead. Okay, so this is the email ID which I wanted to show you. It is ambassador@bcsp.org. You can write to that and BCSP will respond to you. And you can also write to put in the chat box or something like that if you have any question. Otherwise, I'd like to thank everybody for this attending today's session, and we will catch up again sometime. If you get success through by attending this webinar, send a email to send an email to ambassador@bcsp.org about your success. Thank you so much, and we will catch up. Okay.
Thank you.
That's concluding.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
very
Bala,
much.
and thank you, Younus
Thank
Bhai.
you. Thank you.
Catch up.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye. Okay.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much, sir.
Have a nice time. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye. Have a good evening. Good
Bye.
night.